Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Jack Phelan Jeep Dodge Chrysler Ram with your favorite host, M3, aka Mr. Hollywood. Today, we're going to talk about the 2019 Jeep Renegade Limited. Now, on the side of me here, I have the most basic edition of the Limited, which means if you select the Limited option and you add nothing else, this is what you get in Arctic white color. What I really like about the 2019s is that they have revamped the front fascia. It looks a lot more aggressive with the new lines. I wish they called it the Stormtrooper edition because it kind of reminds me of a Stormtrooper aggressively charging at you when it's driving at night. But, well, I'm presuming there's probably some trademark infringements there with Star Wars, so they couldn't do that. I really like, too, that they have made it highlighted the chrome parts on there, the higher lift off of the ground, the 4x4 edition, you have a lot of spot there. I really like where they place the fog lights. And I just really generally enjoy the boxy, rugged look of it that reminds you of the bigger brother or sister of the Renegade, the Jeep Wrangler, right? The iconic round headlights, the iconic boxy look overall is just seen all throughout this model here. It's also a very good urban car because it is a smaller vehicle, right? It's a compact SUV. You can fit it in most parking spaces. It doesn't take up a lot of space in regards to height as far as the parking garages in large cities. However, it is taller than most standard cars, so it is more visibility, more of a top-down look when you're in the driver's seat, as well as it has a lot more headroom for you tall folks like myself who hate getting into the crammed interiors of a Corolla because your head keeps slamming into the ceiling, knocking the coins out of the Mario boxes like you're playing Super Smash. Now we're going to take a look at the trunk space over here. Very large trunk space. I really like it. Of course, if you look at the key fob too, you have remote start in this one. This is a standard now. The seats do fold into a 40-20. You also have the center, so you can fold this down individually and have a cup holder for your two passengers. Unless you want to have three people in the back, then it's something else. When you lift this up, you'll see there's another floor. I really like this design because if you notice in most vehicles, you don't have that shelf. So you have like your jumper cables that you have for people stuck on the other side of the road and your general tools just waving around with other stuff in your trunk. Where here you have a specific space for that. Not only do you have this floor, you also have this in here too, which is for like smaller tools and other stuff, as well as your side road emergency kit, which will pump up your tires. And you can drive up to 50 miles an hour on that, and it will plug up a hole up to a quarter size. American quarters, I don't know any other quarters, so we're gonna keep it at that. Once you fold the seats flat, you have a lot of room. You can fit a standard like 55, 65-inch TV box in there, layer them a few high. You can be dealing them out of your trunk on the side of Chicago. I'm kidding, don't do that. It's probably legal. Get a license first. I want to also highlight that the backup camera is now standard on all models. Is right here. You have a nice, great visibility. We'll show you once we're inside. And I also want to highlight that the fact that I'm locking the key now with the key here, but if I want to unlock it, right, no magic, keys in my hand, right here, I can just put my hand through the door handle and the car will unlock itself with the sensors in the door handle. You can also lock it by pressing this button when you're walking away, and it's push to start, so it's all that you need. Look at the new rims, the new style. I really like it. Really gorgeous, really just highlights the trim of the vehicle. But now it's time to go on the inside. To the interior of the Renegade Limited. What I really like is, as always, as I mentioned, the leather wrapped steering wheel. Here it's a little bit nicer quality leather. It feels a little more delicate, more smooth. I really like that on these Renegades. You also see that these are not plastic. They don't actually crack. So in the summer when the heat hits them, they're flexible. You also see this right here. This again pops out, blocks the sun out for you so you don't have to deal with the sun rays burning your eyes. And controls, of course, on the steering wheel, on the back for the radio, on the side for the radio, all that stuff. And, drum roll, leather all around. I know you love it. Leather's sexy. Bluetooth microphones on both sides so that you and your passenger can both talk to whoever's on the phone on the other line. As Mike Jones would say, phone home. Don't do it. I'm serious. Don't text and drive. It's unsafe. Just use the Bluetooth. You also have Apple Carplay and Android Auto that you can plug in and have your screen from your phone projected on here so that you can prevent yourself and your kids and whoever else is driving your vehicle from texting while driving, because the car will let you know when you're getting that. Now, you may have seen that it popped out right away letting me know that I can go ahead and turn on the heated steering wheel and heated seats, which I refuse to do in this weather because it's way too warm outside and I'm burning. So We're just going to keep it at that. I can change the temperature. Obviously, this actually shows you another feature in this car. You can pick what metrics you're using. This is currently on the metric system. As you see, it's in Celsius. You can change it to Fahrenheit in settings. So if you prefer one or the other, it's very easy to do. Same with, you can change it to kilometers, or you can keep it in miles. So if you're crossing the border to Canada and you want to be on their system, you can do it like this. Super easy, just takes a few clicks and you're ready to go. The new screen in the front here, this is now a full screen. It's not just a little square box in there. You have full options on there, like a lot of the other vehicles from Jeep Chrysler. You'll see that you have your radio on there you can control. You'll see you have your stop start, your hold OK to reset, all your options, your vehicle information, your battery voltage, your tire pressure. Okay, so everything's up there. Lights, of course, automatic. Dual climate control, so you don't have to argue with your passengers. Each side can have a different temperature setting. Electronic parking brake, as well as the start-stop function. What this does is the car will automatically turn off when it's too hot. The car will automatically turn off if you're longer than 3 seconds at a stoplight. If it's too hot or too cold outside, the vehicle will not turn off for your safety. So if it's over 90 degrees Fahrenheit or under 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the vehicle will not turn off, so that function will not go on. Now, if you don't like that function because you have that weird irk when your vehicle turns off, it's a simple push of a button, toggle on or off, and you no longer have to deal with it. You also have your four-wheel drive controls over here, which you can twist simply like any regular knob, and you can lock your four-wheel drive by pressing the button in the center. USB and aux plug, huge glove box, and a handle for you to have your passengers hold on for their dear life as you're taking those corners at incredibly dangerous speeds. Do not do it at home. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Again, this was M3, Mr. Hollywood, from Jack Phelan. You gotta see Jack. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like us on all of the above and all the beyonds that you can find us on. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. See you guys next week. Keep in mind, we do have a Phelan Home Direct Program. It's pretty cool. If you want to look more into it, check us out on Facebook and our website. But what it essentially is we can offer to sell the car to you without you ever having to come to the dealership. That's right. You can simply pick up the phone, call me or one of my associates, and we can have the car shipped out, delivered to your doorstep or to your office at no time. Give me a call. See you guys next time. M3, Mr. Hollywood, out.